Hello and welcome.
And welcome.
You read that really good off
That
the
was my
teleprompter.
line. That was mine.
Damn it. I thought I was speaker one, anchor one.
Welcome.
It is a very special episode, a hollowed episode. Come one, come all. We are having the and like three. This is the third appearance of Jesus 2.
Wow.
3
Not bad.
seems like a pretty important number. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus 2, Valo 1. Jesus 2 is winning.
Oh, damn.
Or Jesus is winning. What's up, Bubblegum?
It's an unfair advantage when you live forever.
Thank you.
Also a disadvantage.
Your favorite people. Golly. Yay! Well, we'll have to tell Mr. Pistachio that you said so. G. Sean, thanks for popping in. GM Eero Art. About to head off to work. And thank you for the well wishes.
Yes, we will take those right now for sure. But yeah, it's been a crazy time in CNFT, in crypto, and everything. But these are the times that bring us stronger. And, you know, that's why we decided to bring a spiritual leader like Jesus 2 on the show today to help keep that cohesive.
Yes, it's been a wild time lately, hasn't it?
Yep.
Got this FTX thing where lots of crypto FUD flying around, right? And really though, I just want to say right off the bat, it's more about centralization FUD, or at least that's how it should be viewed. Because that was a centralized exchange run by people who had absolutely no business running it, no idea what they were doing. Actually, well, I'm getting ahead of myself, but oh man, that's what you get when you're like, oh yeah, this random dude, sure, he can have all the money that I have and just hold on to it. And then he's like, oh really? I'll buy myself a house in the Bahamas, and then another one for this guy, another one for that guy.
And then you can't keep up with the lifestyle.
It's pretty wild. It was just
Get
like
them
100%
champagne tastes.
scam. It's amazing. Pretty brilliant though. Nasty.
The good thing is, since it isn't something that is like foundational, we can get past it.
Oh yeah, this isn't going to be a problem long term. It's just a little bump. Some people got wrecked, but don't store your shit on centralized exchanges. I mean, that's first rule of crypto. Everyone has to learn it sometime. Hopefully, you don't learn it by losing everything, but it will happen if you're not careful. All right. Well, I think we've got a little bit of I should say real quick, we moved the news desk to a different place.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Not completely final with the background, although I am liking Will here.
Yep.
He's sneaking in, and then I guess I'll show you. So we took the
Not horses means real human hair, not a wig. What did Will say?
No hair.
No
hair. But this was from our CNFT con booth, and so we just hung it on the wall because, like, what are you going to do? Get rid of it?
Because we miss Tyler and Will.
Yeah, now Will gets to be in every episode regardless.
We get to hang out with them.
Get so many faces behind
6
me.
feet tall, giant Titan versions of them.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's jump right into this and welcome our very special guest. We got Jesse Moynihan of Jesus 2 backstage. Bring him out.
Jesus.
Bring him out, Pete. Bring out the special guest.
And don't let him trip on the red carpet.
He's coming.
Yo.
Thank you for joining us today. The audience is loving it. We're loving it.
What were you guys talking about? What's FTX?
Frank turtle xylophone.
I've been stuck in my art prison for the past couple months.
I thought that they came and slid morsels of crypto news in through a crack.
You gotta tune in to every Thursday.
Jesus 2 only gives me 20 minutes of internet time.
That's very understandable.
That's better than you were getting at first.
Will's on the ceiling. Oh my god, get down, Will. It's dangerous.
It's not the Halloween episode.
Wow.
This is really cool, actually.
Okay, welcome.
Maybe this should be a thing.
Keep it up, Will. You're very innovative. I love it. FTX
Jesus too gives powers that you didn't know.
FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange that was run by just a straight up scam artist. It turns out just 100%, but it's very popular. It was out there for a long time. There were television commercials, like it's a big thing. And they basically just rugged. They took all the money and ran, to make a long story short, and screwed companies that had like investments on their firm, anybody who had their crypto on the exchange, sitting there.
But ADA wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. But it did affect a lot of other coins, I guess, because it was like a domino effect that like once one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's gonna
cause
affect,
a splash.
Yeah.
I think I heard my boy Tom Brady was involved.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh, like for a lot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I heard that like a lot of those people who are advertising it are getting like lawsuits now because they can't go after the FTX people for some reason. So like they're going after
they ran.
Yeah.
So what was the different like Coinbase is like backed by what is the thing with that? Like
Coinbase is like FDIC insured, right? Like banks.
Oh yeah,
are.
like so you want to make sure you're going to somebody.
They'll cover
insured.
an amount of money. The government will cover it if it's lost.
Yeah.
Literally, I wasn't aware.
That's my understanding of it. But I don't keep my coins on Coinbase either. So I mean, especially with ADA, I mean, it's you stake it, automatic staking. I mean, ADA's got a lot going on if you hold your own stuff. And you can get NFT.
I had, early on, I had the people in my Discord teaching me how to set up a cold wallet or whatever.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So I got on that train a while ago.
Nice.
That's good.
I felt very savvy.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember when you got that ledger.
Yeah.
We still need to do some things.
Well, since we're chatting about FTX, let me just say what I was going to say in the news segment about it real quick. It's a quote from the new CEO of FTX, basically, who came in to oversee the bankruptcy. And this is the guy who oversaw the bankruptcy of Enron. And he says,
seasoned veteran.
He says, never, and this is John Ray, he says, never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information in over 40 years of experience as occurs here. From compromised system integrity and faulty regulatory oversight abroad to the concentration of control in the hands of a very small group of inexperienced, unsophisticated, and potentially compromised individuals.
Familiar.
The situation is unprecedented, he says.
Wow.
So that's interesting.
Well, we're in unprecedented times.
Yeah. Okay. That was a little fun.
What a dope.
Little fun thing. Let's get to the silly stuff. We're supposed to start with the
you
silly
gotta
stuff
laugh.
and then get real serious. But no, Jesse, of course, we'll be chatting about Jesus too in just a moment here. But you've prepared 2 bits of news and 1 bit of nonsense for us.
Oh yeah,
that's going to take us through our Nonsense Now segment. Tyler, get us started.
Bring out. Okay. Bring out Mr. Pistachio's interrogation light.
Yeah.
Who's guessing what's real and what's not?
We will.
We will all put in a guess.
Okay.
We will all put in a final answer. So
okay,
so read them each.
Okay, I have 3, and 1 is nonsense, right?
Yeah.
And okay, and they're all ghost themed.
Oh,
nice. Hungry.
Okay. So one of my best, this is one. One of my best friends convinced me I was being stalked by demons for a year who were trying to help me with my love life.
Okay, good.
That's 1.
Good, strong start. Strong start.
One time, I was on a soccer field in the suburbs of Philadelphia, and I saw a ghost floating down the field. Later, I found out there had been a plane crash on the soccer field.
Oh shit! I hate to laugh.
Okay.
But, okay.
There's
wait,
third one.
Okay. I can't.
Third one. I used to live in a poltergeist house for 6 months, and we moved out after one night when we were having a house meeting about the poltergeist, and all the power went out on the whole block.
I believe that 100%.
That sounds fun. I like that one. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
say
keep my poker face.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
tough.
I think the second one sounds true.
Yeah. I got it. Oh man.
That's very
I like how good that first one is. Like I like that as a story. I like want to use that as a story, but I also think it could be the lie. Leading with the lie though. Ooh, I don't know. Would he lead with the lie? I'm gonna go with the third one feels true to me.
Number 2 seems.
I don't know. I'm second guessing myself.
I think
now.
number 1's
Yeah, I
false.
think
I'm going with
too
one
crazy.
now. Yeah.
it's like number 1 is too crazy, and number 2 is like a little too simple. So I'm trying to like decide which one
Right.
between the two.
I didn't like your face on number 2.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy seems like
He's got. Yeah, maybe it's a little too neat and
that's
clean.
why I'm kind of leaning at 2, but I'm
But
gonna
I
stick
know
with
That's
Justin
what
one.
has said he's
Just so
seen
out there that
ghosts.
I just, as a newscaster, I have to go with that one.
Yeah.
I'm going with 2.
Okay, good.
Two. Bubblegum says 2 is
What
false.
was 3 one more time? That was the
House meeting about the poltergeist and lights went out all over the block.
Man, everyone's going with 2 as the false one.
I know,
In
because the
chat.
first one is really good. Like it's
Jesus 2. Wait a second. We might need to switch.
Maybe it's a subliminal thing.
I'll say 3. That sounds so plausible.
All right. We need
All right, you made good ones.
Okay, so do you want to know which ones are true first, and then that reveals?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's dude. Ooh,
Okay.
You're a good reporter.
to present it.
One of them that is true is when one of my best friends convinced me I was being stalked by
Oh,
demons,
no, that's wrong.
and I
You
really
were
believed it.
convinced.
I really believed it,
Wow.
and
when
I was
this?
How old
going
were you?
I was going crazy.
Evidence.
I would just be walking down the street and being like, "Fucking demons."
Good on.
That was when I was like, I was probably like 22.
An impressionable time.
Yeah, and then the way he revealed, this is a long story, so I won't get into it, but the way he convinced me of this lie was so diabolical.
So you know it's a lie now.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
After a year, I was like, because I would have talks with him. I'd be like, "Yo, we had to go for a walk. We have to talk." But he wouldn't talk to me about it in the house, because he convinced me that like our house was bugged or whatever, like people were spying on him. So we would have to go on a walk to talk about the situation. And then one day, I guess he just got tired of it, and I was like, "Hey man, we gotta go for a walk. I have to
Because
talk,
you needed him too much.
I have to talk to you about this." And then he was like, "I'm lying."
Sounds like a George Costanza.
And then-
You believed him for so long. He just broke
Yeah.
down. He was
Yeah.
like, I can't do it
Yeah.
anymore. I'm lying. Get it?
my reality was very malleable at that point in my life. Okay, the other one that is true is living in a poltergeist house, and
That was
all
clearly
the-
true.
Yeah, that
I think
was-
everyone.
Yeah.
yeah. And I actually called the landlord the next day and was like, "Hey, we're moving out," and she said, "Why?" And I told her the house has a poltergeist.
No. In New Orleans, they would advertise that
Yeah, that's-
to the
that's
next
pretty
person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they use
Yeah.
that as a selling point, like
In the quarter,
French
especially.
Quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually became convinced later that it wasn't a poltergeist and that it was actually my roommate who was had some sort of telekinetic powers.
Still, supernatural.
Yeah, some cool stuff.
Yeah, because stuff was
One is like
stuff
gonna
was-
be a cult leader one day.
yeah,
The
stuff
other
was-
one's telekinetic powers.
yeah. Stuff was flying around, doors were being knocked on, all sorts of crazy fucking shit was going on in that
Poltergeist
house.
clause in the rental contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got really scary. We didn't want to sleep like in the house alone. Like, yeah,
Whether
it
it's a
was-
poltergeist or the telekinetic powers, either way, it's too out of control.
Well,
Yeah.
Will has some special powers which allow him to, cling to the ceiling with his feet. He's demonstrating that right now. Where did you acquire that? Where'd that come from, Will?
The what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you not know that you're upside down?
He's not.
No.
What?
What?
We thought you were talking about. Wait, does everybody see it's upside down?
Not for me.
I'm watching on YouTube and it's not upside down.
Are you
He looks right side up.
Okay, I have to share what
Y'all must think we're crazy. This is good to watch this way, though. Honestly.
This is great. You guys really must think we're nuts.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to show you what we see. You came in and you're like, okay.
The whole time he's been
I like it better this
down.
way.
Me too.
No, you are still upside down on the screen. You're moving.
Good.
Yeah, there's a poltergeist in my computer, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be a ghost in the machine messing with you.
This is hilarious. Beautiful. Well, great. I mean, what a
That, I mean, that's
little,
the best one we've ever had.
that's the
Definitely.
second problem.
And I like that you themed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get back to the really serious stuff, because obviously your project it's very serious down to the core.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell us, Jesse. What is it that what are you channeling when you make your artwork?
I don't know. I'm channeling like some sort of like existential dread and
Relatable.
and then like potty humor and poo poo doo doo pee pee.
Peter Prison.
Yeah, it's stuff that makes me laugh, I guess.
Well, when you've got existential dread, you need to temper it with the laughter. It's the only way.
Yeah, it's the solve. It's the universal solve for all your anxieties. Is making jokes about stuff you're worried about on the grand scheme of things. So what we're doing here on Earth and stuff, and if the sun's gonna blow up tomorrow, all that kind of stuff. So that's that's why I wake up screaming every morning.
That's
fucking we're gonna die. And then I gotta go draw cartoons to like make myself feel better.
That makes a lot of sense. That's probably what made Jesus too take notice of you for an art slave, is those screams. He said,
"Yeah,
that's my kind of guy."
yeah. I think I'm channeling myself through this one character, Peter Prison Meat. I think he was the catalyst for all of this, all of these ideas.
And it was because of like him. You thought of him as like Jesus's roommate. Like, how did it begin?
Well, he's Jesus's roommate now. Back when I was first making up this idea, Peter Prison Meat was a villain in the story who was tricking these two brothers, the Smuggle brothers, Sunday and Monday, into doing a mission for him for them to find their sister and stuff like that, their missing sister, Friday and stuff. That's like early incarnation of this story. And at first, Peter Prison Meat was another character in disguise. He just had a melty face and it was a disguise. But I liked the design so much of his melty face that I decided to make him an actual character. And I called him Peter Prison Meat. And then I started building a story about he was a sexual service worker in prison or whatever. And for thousands of years, and I was like, why was he there? Why is he trapped on this prison? Why is he helping out all the prisoners in this way? And then I created a backstory as to like why he got put on this prison planet by this zombie president. And then why would the zombie president want to put him away on this prison planet? And it's like, well, his name's Peter. So then I put it together, Peter the Apostle.
It makes so much sense. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Great.
There it is. Yeah. So then I decided he was Peter the Apostle, and that the president of the zombies wanted to resurrect Jesus because Jesus is the original zombie.
True.
And so he coerced Peter into revealing where the original body of Jesus was buried and stuff like that. But it took him thousands of years of being in prison for him to like give up be the snitch, basically.
Damn, he's legit.
And then when Jesus 2 comes back, he takes Peter with him to his new bachelor pad or whatever.
All right, gets out of jail.
Yeah, keeps him there as prisoner. He's a prisoner.
New prison.
Yeah. New prison.
Probably, I mean, you know,
Better, probably a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be a whole sitcom based on them.
Yeah,
I know, that would be amazing. Yeah, Peter Prison Me is definitely one of the first characters that made me really take notice with this project.
Yeah, but this like sad. He's this sad, tragic character, and I always find that tragedy, you know, whatever.
He's still smiling.
Yeah, he finds a way to cope, and you know, yeah,
amazing.
There's probably going to be some redemption arc for Peter Prison Meat at some point. I'll have to think of that. Right now, he's just a sort of a foil for plot mechanics.
I'd like to see a redemption arc for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know like what I'm trying to think of like what last time you came on was phase 1. Yes. So like what's
Valo has an interesting point here. Our band right now is working on a theme album. There's a song called Born on a Prison Planet. Well, I'd love to hear that one sometime. I love your stuff, please.
I've always loved the idea of prison planets. Whenever I see them in sci-fi movies, I get excited. You know, Chronicles of Riddick?
Yeah, we love that one.
I love Chronicles of Riddick. Anything where someone's escaping a prison planet, I'm like,
delicious.
I'm on board.
Yeah, they had one of those in Adventure Time, as I recall.
Oh yeah. There's one in a Star Trek movie. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
What were you guys saying, Tyler?
Oh no, I think was there one in Midnight Gospel too? I don't know if it was the whole planet, but
yeah, there is a prison planet.
Recurring theme.
It's a prison on a planet. Yeah, episode 5. Yeah. That's probably my favorite episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a nightmare to design that one. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a looping, like it keeps looping, and every time he dies and gets resurrected and comes back, there's there has to be consistency each time, like all the changes. So we had to design the same sequences in different orders with all the minor changes of like which character is dead, which character is alive, blah, blah, blah. And how does its space change? Like, because he blows holes in the ceiling and then they stay, you know, all this kind of stuff. It was so hard to track. I was just crossing my fingers the whole time. Yeah, we had to build all these like time charts in order to track everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Spreadsheets and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Back with some new eyeballs. For sure.
Yeah.
Well,
but thematically, I love that episode.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what has been going on. Well, I guess we've kind of talked about what the project is. Maybe we need to talk about what the project is a bit.
I could say it really quick.
Yeah. Do a quickie.
Basically, we're on phase 2. This is phase 2 of 3 of releasing 30 total characters from the world of Jesus to the larger universe and lore and all that kind of stuff. So phase 1, we released 10 characters. This phase, we're releasing another new 10 characters. And then phase 3, in a couple months after this, will be the final 10 characters. And all the proceeds of everything we make from these collections is going towards making an animated short and building out our studio, basically, like trying to establish the foundations of an animation studio, blockchain style.
Which now has a Twitter you can follow.
Oh yeah, Studio Picatrix.
Nice. I wasn't aware of that. Great.
Yeah. So that's the name of the studio, Picatrix.
We're going.
My bad. That's super cool. So the NFT collection is going to fund the short, which is going to fund the studio. So it's like this like gradual thing.
Yeah, it's like starting small, seeing what's possible, and so far the project is possible. Yeah, I think we proved it with the first phase.
Hells yeah.
I was like sitting there being like, please work. Yeah, and then I've been able to pay designers and voice actors and producers in order to get this thing made. So I'm like simultaneously hiring people and establishing like a business model that in order to scale up. So eventually I'm like, okay, I was able to make this small thing. Now can we take that same whatever this like agile company basically and scale it up to make something even bigger, which is like post phase 3. That's the idea.
And part of the reason Jesus 2 Discord is so addictive is because of the people, but also because of like the fact that there are so many updates. Like there's always something new to see, somebody new that you're getting as a voice person, and
I wanted to actually.
I love checking that out.
I wanted to ask about that actually, because like you have, I know recently, Penn Ward from Adventure Time. I can't remember his name. The other guy from
Duncan.
Yep, Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, Duncan Trussell from Midnight Gospel and the Duncan Trussell Family Hour is his podcast. Yeah, he's going to do a voice. Penn already sent me his voice for the Brobot character.
Juicy.
And yeah, so Penn was the first one to send a voice. And then we've got Johnny Pemberton. If you know him, he's done voices on Adventure Time, and he's a friend of Duncan's. They're comedian buddies, and he's been on tons of shows. He shows up everywhere.
Wow.
He's going to be the voice of Peter Prison Meat.
Ooh,
nice.
Damn! Now I'm going to make sure I listen to his voice.
Yeah, he already did a rough track for me. Like he sent a while ago, he sent me scratch track of it just so I could have a placeholder. And I'm almost like, it was such a good performance that I almost want to just see if I could use what he sent me.
Sometimes the first one's the best one.
Raw.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to an audio engineer and see if it's clean enough to use, because maybe I'll just use that.
Cool.
And then we've got Steve Little is the voice of Jesus 2. And Steve Little was on that show Eastbound and Down. He's a legendary character from that show if you ever watched that amazing show.
It's pretty wild. What kind of stuff did Jesus 2 say?
He just
What's his tagline? Well, we know all you gotta do is go to Discord, commune with him, and you're gonna hear a lot of horrible things.
Yeah. His main thing is like busting. That's his. So he talks about busting a lot. That's his favorite.
He started the
about.
phrase.
He does have a catchphrase.
I think that's why the kids these days all say bustin'. Like they're just trying to be like Jesus.
I get you.
Yeah. Now I tried to keep it like, it's like I talk about busting, but I was like, how do I do this so it's not disgusting?
Yeah.
And so when Jesus 2 busts, it's actually he's like shooting a rainbow out, like it's
Aww.
it's like a black. It's like these they're these like
confetti.
Yeah, it's confetti and black teardrops, like these, like because there's this.
Of course,
there are these. Yeah, there's this theme. There's this theme of this like onyx sort of texture and color and stuff. You can see it shows up in a lot of the NFTs as like the archons are all hatching out of this black onyx egg, and Jesus 2 has these black teardrops, and that's his bust or whatever, and then it shows up, the black onyx stuff shows up, and that relates to, that's this theme that's been in my life. It just comes up as a metaphor in my life all the time from the time I took ayahuasca and had this vision, and about this like black hole.
Interesting.
Great.
From whence it all came.
That's where it all came from. Yeah, it really messed me up, and I've thought about it for years. And I actually there it is, the black teardrop, right?
Well, is it good? Like, do you feel like it's neutral? Do Do you have?
I think,
Do you have any
yeah,
attached?
I think of it as like a cosmic force, like a really powerful cosmic force, almost like a seed, or like, yeah, I mean, bust, or
like chaos in a way, like
It can be any. I haven't, like, I'm kind of vague about it, but it has some like cosmic,
power.
cosmic power. I mean, I think this old mystic Eliphas Levi referred to it as, he calls it the astral light. I kind of equate the two things, like this, like neutral. It's neutral. It can be good or evil. It's just like a power, sort of like the ocean. You can surf on the ocean, or you can drown in the ocean.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. Okay, that's a good comparison. The ocean.
Yeah, yeah. So it's some concentrated version of that power.
Cool.
And that's why Jesus rides on this black comet. It's some sort of visual theme I like. I don't know why.
Awesome.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
are those black teardrops?
That's him. That's him busting.
Mid bust.
He's mid bust.
He's happy.
That's a freeze frame
Happy.
of bust.
But I tried to abstract it, so it's not actually like, it's not the same way that humans bust. It's
That's his bust face right there.
yeah.
He's beyond our comprehension.
Yeah, it's beyond. It's the same thing. Yeah, I'm trying to equate it to, whatever, immaculate conception and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's no, it's an abstracted idea of what that is, of that on the cosmic level. But he likes to talk about it in a way that sounds rude.
Yeah, he's got to rouse some feathers.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be holding down his reputation.
Yeah, but I think when he does it in the cartoon, there's probably going to be a rainbow aura, kind of like glow kind of thing also.
Oh man, I can't. The idea that I'm going to see this one day blows my fucking mind.
Jenny asked how long about the short's going to be.
The short is about 7 minutes. Yeah. So basically, I'm treating it like a pilot. If you ever see any pilots for potential cartoons, a lot of times they're around that 6 or 7 minute mark.
Perfect.
So essentially, it's a proof of concept for a larger world.
Well, what's coming up? What's the next?
I know. We gotta talk. We gotta look at fan art, and we have to.
Well, real quick, I have
a quick question.
Sorry.
Is there a time frame on like when the short will be out? Like by the end of next year, or like
I think
any type of window.
So we're almost done the design phase. We're getting close. I think all the probably in the next 2 weeks, all the black and white designs will be done. And then I'm hiring a painter at the end of this month. His schedule is freeing up. This guy I've been trying to scout from Switzerland for a while. His name's Dexter Morer. He's just a genius painter. So I'm getting him to come on board, and I might get a couple guys from Midnight Gospel to help me with some background paint as well, because I can't do it all myself. If I did it myself, it would probably take me 5 years. So I'm getting help.
Glad to hear it.
But I'll be painting them also, and then so I imagine that'll be done within, if I'm being like cautious, like conservative, all the design stuff done within 2 months, something like that. Then we'll be working with an animation studio. I have an animation studio in mind, but I might be, depending on how well this second mint goes, I might be handpicking animators from around the world. That's another way to do it. So basically a freelance team. Who maybe people I'm fans of through Instagram and stuff like that. Because my girlfriend is doing it. She's making her own film too through the British Film Institute, and that's how she's doing it. She's she handpicked all these animators from around the world. So yeah, I might consult with her about it. I'm like, how did you reach out to these people? Blah blah blah. But that process should take depending on how big of a team I can assemble, or if I go with this animation house, that could take maybe, I'm guessing maybe 2 to 3 months, something like that.
So definitely NFT Con.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My plan is to be ready by the next NFT Con to screen it. And
imagine that.
And hopefully way before that, but we'll see. What do you call it? And we're still figuring out some of the screening models, because I want to lean into the Web3 thing first as like a priority, because this is a Web3 project. So keeping that, like, all the holders, everybody who's invested in the project, like, everyone gets to screen it first. There's a bunch of different avenues we could go down. We're talking to some people about virtual screenings and all that kind of stuff. So
that'd be so fun.
Yeah, so there's doing that, and then eventually reaching out to traditional media and finding ways to screen it through those portals also. After everybody in this community gets the taste it first.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. But I think it's important to reach out to the traditional media also, to like.
Yeah, we got to use this.
This is a good bridge.
Yeah,
right?
this can bring.
Yeah, exactly. You can just
bridges.
Proof of concept, and then like, look, this worked. You know what I mean? Like,
building the idea here natively, and then being like, we already have everything. Like, it's all here. We built it in the Web3 space, and then rather than taking ideas from outside and trying to like fit square pegs into round holes kind of thing, which I see some other projects doing a little bit. I mean, they're doing fine, but I wanted to create all the ideas here first, build it around the NFT model, but not having to build a story on top of, like, as an afterthought. Basically, the story is inherent to the project.
It definitely is.
So
it's a much cleaner experiment that way too.
Yeah. So I'll try putting it in festivals and all that kind of stuff, film festivals, and then try to secure some kind of distribution for it. We'll see. And also use it as a calling card for maybe pulling in investors for making a feature film.
Huge.
And other artists will come.
Yeah.
Showing what can be done.
Yeah. On the topic of Web3 and you getting all these people involved, how are people's reactions when you tell them that you're working on this project for Web3? With that, like, I'm really curious about Penn Ward.
Yeah, I talked to Penn briefly about it. I was at a art show and he was there, and we talked about. I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this thing, NFTs, to try to make my own short film and blah blah." And he was like pretty. I would say he was like pretty agnostic about it. He was like, curious, but he's such a bigger public figure than me, but we are going to talk about it more. I think we're supposed to do a podcast in December. I think.
Cool.
That'd be cool.
So I'm sure my NFT experiments will be brought up during the podcast.
Doing lately, it's gonna.
We'll be tuning in to that.
Yeah, we're starting a podcast in December. Me, Penn, and this other guy, Tom Herpick, who also worked on Adventure Time. We've been talking about it for months, but Tom's been so busy that we haven't had time to do it. But hopefully he'll be free in December. And I want it to be a really long form podcast, like 5 hours long.
Yeah,
we had shows about that long in the beginning.
Yeah. Because whenever we get together, we just hang out and we talk for hours and hours. And I wanted to sort of see if we could capture that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Can't wait for that.
It's a good way. It might be like a once a year roundup, like once a year, like our impressions of the year kind of podcast. Or something like that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Things we're thinking about. Yeah.
Right, so I wanted to share some of these fan arts from the Jesus 2 contest here.
And literally, I've never seen a fan art contest where every single someone put in.
Up on Twitter, I was like, I thought it was like art you were doing.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I mean,
real.
especially this one,
I
especially,
know.
honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
I-
it's
a
very
lot of
Yeah,
crazy.
that guy Karma Void has been he's been, even before this contest, he's been submitting his own fan art stuff that's
Yeah.
really, really off the chain.
And I mean, I would die to have.
Well
I would love to have this.
Yeah, right. Just sitting
Oh
on
yeah,
this-
I don't feel comfortable asking him to send it to me, but I would love to have it.
I bet he would make you another one.
Yeah, another person actually made a really beautiful steel like print of the spaceship that the Smuggle
that-
Brothers fly on.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't win, but I want to ask them if I can like
It's
buy it off
beautiful.
them.
well, we'll have to try and find that in here. I wanna
Yeah.
go for the easy ones first.
That was Hell Jumpers, I think.
Yeah, it might have been Hell Jumpers. Yeah. Yeah, this was Shia Cone. I didn't know Shia Cone did 3D art. I had no idea.
me neither.
I think they just started, but I think they
Yeah.
started recently. But like, this is so clean. Like, their
Yeah,
model,
yeah.
like
Rad.
It looks
Yeah, I
like
think
I
they
wanted
did it
a
in,
toy right
yeah,
now.
And I think they did it in Blender.
Cheeseman is
Yeah.
here and says that they'll be making 5 more, maybe.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
Well, Jesse, I bet you could get one of them.
Well,
Oh yeah,
put me on the list.
you could probably get a.
I'll feature it somewhere back here. you know?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that'd be
jeez.
rad.
Dude, this
Yeah.
ring. Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dreamy source.
Okay, tell us about the ring.
Well, it's like got like all sorts of different metals in it. It's I don't know. It had a really fancy description. I can't describe it.
Yeah, he's like this master ring maker. I don't know. Yeah,
He's the Lord of the Rings, really.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Dude, I love. Oh man,
Ooh.
Nyx with this. It was
Yeah, Nyx did this. This was like Yeah, he said he put like really, really tons of hours into doing this. I was really impressed by it. Yeah, it's such a cool riff on the Archons.
Yeah.
yeah, like it reminds you of the Archon, but it's like it's different too. And look at those black. Look at the black.
Little black beads. Yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Canute,
So
that
many
one
good
is
ones
so
in here.
cool.
Yeah, I like this one because it kind of reminded me of that cartoon Home Movies a little bit, which I like. I think is a funny show.
And
All
he's
the-
breastfeeding.
Yeah, yeah,
He's having a moment.
yeah.
the half squinted eye.
He's
Yeah,
like,
just
I
one of
will
them down,
fuck you
just
up.
giving you a look. What are you gonna do about it?
Sound sketches, amazing.
Yeah. This was like almost like felt multimedia kind of thing. Like I couldn't tell if that was a paper cutout as a floor or what was going
She
on.
said she was using some Japanese wood method or
Okay.
you know, like was part
Yeah.
of the background.
Yeah, and Jesus 2 is attacking Peter Foyne with a dildo, I guess.
Yeah. Standard weapon.
Yeah.
That's a fight.
And the bunnies. Oh my god.
Yes.
I forgot
And
who
this
did this, but I love it.
Yeah, Kitty. Shoot, I'm blanking out right now. But they have their own NFT project. That's like looks kind of like Legos or
Oh, yeah.
Lucky Planet. I think.
yeah, Lucky Planet.
Oh,
Lucky
yeah,
Planet.
yeah.
So this is the
Yeah.
This is the artist I think behind Lucky Planet, and they did their kind of bunny riff on
Yeah.
the Jesus 2 characters, which I thought was really cute.
Definitely. And
This
T-Rex.
cool video.
And they have
Yeah.
I think they have a YouTube channel too that they're also funding like through the NFTs that they're selling.
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
think
not
they're making their own cartoon also.
Oh,
yeah, right. I
nice.
love it.
Well, makes sense. T-Rex, amazing pixel Grand Madre.
Yeah, T-Rex has been on fire just doing pixel versions of everything.
Yeah,
all the
yeah, all the
characters.
emojis. He's the one that makes all the emojis in.
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
the-
I think what we're gonna do is we're going to have a community art NFT division. So people who like T-Rex who are making all these like collections riffing on the Jesus 2 universe, we're going to release as really, really cheap NFTs just for fun, so we can
Yeah,
represent the
they
community.
shouldn't. I mean, looking at these,
I mean,
I'm
I would
like,
love
it'd be
to
a
have-
crime
yes.
to just let these float away on the internet. You know,
Oh my god! And he
Yeah.
time to the blockchain.
he made them like fighting each other in a video game style, and like
Yeah,
he's put them all together. And I want that to be
Yeah.
my banner image, all of them together. Pixel.
yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna call it the J2 Fam series, like, and just name them Series 1, Series 2, depending on how many people show up wanting to make stuff for the Jesus 2 universe.
Totally.
There's that
I
hope
think you're gonna get
jumpers.
more and more as time goes.
Oh yeah, there's that print. Yeah. That'd be- So that's our Grand Madre ship that was turned into a 3D model, and
Shout
and
out
then-
8 Aquariums.
yeah. And I'm working with this guy Kevin's computer, who's turning like the spaceships and planets into clay 3D models. So that's the Jesus 2 short's gonna have like sort of a multimedia aspect to it.
Oh, I love that.
We love multimedia.
Yeah. And Zoe's painting that she's
Zoe,
been working on for a long time. This Jesus 2 acrylic painting that's beautiful.
and UV
Yeah.
light. It's
Oh yeah, it's glow in the dark. Yeah, it's a black light.
yeah.
That's
Oh
so
my
cool. Yeah, it was so hard to judge this. Man, it was so hard to judge this competition. I felt so bad, and we almost wanted to give everybody a prize who participated, but we didn't have enough
Booty.
J2 booty to give out.
There's
I
only
think
so much booty to go around.
Yeah, I think we had like 2 less than the number of submissions left.
Oh, and that would have been really shitty.
It would have been so bad to leave 2 people out.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So we were like, okay, we actually have to make this a competition. Like, yeah, I felt really bad about it.
They'll get it next time.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure they enjoyed the creation process.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love
It's so so subjective. Like, I'm sure people think that one of them should have been in the top 3 rather than another one.
Sure.
And I could totally see it. Also, like, yeah, it was
The face.
It was just me and Jono debating. Like, no, what about the?
For sure.
Well, I think it's
Yeah.
much appreciated by the community that you even put it
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
So, you know,
Yeah.
keep on.
We'll
keeping
never
on.
forget.
Who
Yeah.
did you? I don't know if you said it already, but who did you announce as the winner?
So it was Karma Void won,
Crazy
and
Archon.
then Nyx's Archon, and then it was which one?
Cheese sculpture, robot.
Oh yeah, Jesus robot sculpture. Yeah, just the amount of physical effort that went into making that thing. Like, yeah,
And then it's just so different.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can see it outside.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Yeah, I like that he was approaching it in a hands-on kind of way. I mean, a bunch of people did hands-on sort of analog art stuffs, which was cool.
Definitely.
So that's my origins also, as I come from. I'm a paper guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Recently a digital guy.
Yeah, I'm now a digital
Hitting it
guy.
hard.
All right. So we're having a lot of fun, but let's
Yeah.
get some details about the second, the next mint that's coming right up here.
Okay, so the mint is for the whitelist people is on the 24th, on Thursday the 24th.
And whitelists are anyone verified in the Discord.
Yeah, verified holders.
Yeah.
People who were whitelisted on the first mint are still whitelisted.
You don't have to do
And
you were on the
yeah, and then there's some special status for people who collected the 10 different characters.
Did you get all 10?
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
know.
okay. So those people,
share them.
I
have a couple of my own, but it's really
we gotta
yeah.
get the whole thing.
they get a special prize. So yeah.
awesome.
So that's basically it. Like, we've tried to keep it pretty simple. And then if you reach Tomas level in the chat, that's another way of getting on the whitelist.
Tomas auto whitelists. Like,
Yeah.
is there a certain cutoff date for that? For when you could
I
hit
think
it?
about 3 days before we're going to take a snapshot of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And and that'll be
Level 15, kids.
the cutoff. Yeah. And then on the 25th is the public mint. So we have enough people on the whitelist to probably buy up about half the drop, which is 2,203. So there'll be about 1,000 ish left for public.
Great. So the whitelist gets you 1 mint, 2 mints. What's this? What's the
whitelist can get you 2 if you're a
different things get you a different thing.
Yeah. Check the
So there's some
One of
details.
them-
Okay.
I think one
check
of
the
them gets
Discord.
you 2, one of them gets you 2, one of them gets you 1, but they don't stack. It doesn't.
Yeah, they don't stack.
three.
I think total you can get 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Jono made up the rules, and I'm like, okay, whatever you say, Jono.
Sounds good.
Yes.
It
went well the first time. Let's keep
we're
going.
not trying to diverge too heavily from what we did the first mint. So
Yeah.
slightly different, but the numbers, like the first mint, the max whitelist could do was 2.
Mhm.
And we didn't want to diverge from that too much because we still want the public to have access to
Agreed.
the mints.
Because you're gonna keep picking up so many people each time.
Yeah, we're still trying to reach out more and more to new people who are learning about the project and stuff like that, and who might like animation and stuff. So, yeah. So that's
Price.
that's what's up. Oh, the price is 150 ADA, which is more than it was before.
Yeah.
But that is because ADA value is less than it was before. Yeah, and the animation. So this phase funds the actual animation, and the animation part is the most expensive part of the project.
Phase.
Yeah. Budget wise, this is where it really counts.
Pretty important.
Yeah.
I got the rarity chart
I
from
can't-
the first drop.
Gotta
Now-
get Friday
yeah.
and Antonio.
Now, drop number
Yeah.
2 is not reflected here. How many
No.
new cards are we going to see?
10 new ones. So I have the new rarity chart made, and we're going to premiere it at some point.
Okay.
I think we're trying to be a little secretive. Like we've been doing reveals on Mondays about who's in the collection.
Mhm.
But yeah, Friday's in the collection, and Monday's in the collection,
And they're both in this.
Say that again.
They're both in this in the season 2 or the
This
second drop.
This drop coming up Friday and Monday are coming out, and so is Peter Prism Meet, and and some real wild cards. Like, I'm excited to show people. There's a couple ones that are probably my favorite. The design wise, as far as in terms of how happy I was with how the designs came out when they got all mixed and matched and stuff. Like there were some combos that I'm like, whoa, this is not what I expected, and it looks great. It looks awesome.
Good.
So hopefully people, I'm fingers crossed people will appreciate those ones, because there's one character in particular that's pretty abstract looking, and it's probably my favorite. In terms of color and designs and shapes and stuff, it's almost abstract. It gets into borderline abstract painting style. And there was a period of time in my life where I wanted to get away from doing figurative art and just making abstract paintings. And so it's not quite that. I put things in there to so you could identify them as sentient
things to draw the
being.
art to a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But the combos are super cool. So I'm super into it.
Are there any astrological cancers in there this time?
Are there cancers? Maybe. Wait, is Monday a Cancer? I can't remember. Let's check.
Are you a Cancer, Alyssa?
Yeah.
I see it.
Cancer Leo cusp.
We're hoping for another Scorpio here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Although we're getting to the edge of Scorpio
true.
land.
That's true.
What's next?
Sagittarius.
I'm a Scorpio, so Oh,
I'm
well,
a Sagittarius, so I'm rooting for Sagittarius.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I love seeing Will upside down.
Yeah, well, you're still upside down for us. It's really.
I don't know why.
I want to see it now. I don't know if you can rig that.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna have to get that set up.
it's great. It's real classy. I don't know if you. Let me pan again. This is our
So
setup.
I can
here,
be
Will.
surprised, Jesse.
Okay.
I shouldn't be ruining the surprise for myself anyway.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorite things about this that doesn't get talked about enough is that these NFTs are juicy with lore and they have PDFs attached, and there's just I really like the metadata for Jesus.
Yeah, we kind of try to strike a balance between discovery and details. So yeah, there's lore, there's metadata, but we also leave it up to, we want it to be a very art forward project. So we leave it up to the collectors to decide in a lot of ways what they find valuable. And I like the surprise of what emerges through the culture and through the collectors, like enthusiasm for certain designs and stuff. Yeah, the sus nomad, like I had no idea that people were going to be that into that. And it's almost become the mascot of the project.
Dude. Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah, so things like that, like so because and then knife baby, the Brobot knife baby, like there's a couple Brobots where this baby is hanging off of the Brobot and is holding a knife, and, and I didn't know that people were going to be that into that feature, So things like that, all of a sudden the knife baby robots became super high in value because people were looking for those. So it's that kind of thing is purely visual. It's like you have to seek it out, look through the secondary market, and see what emerges.
That sort of stuff can have an effect on the development of the projects in the future. That's why I really like the space. You really know what the fans value directly,
right?
Like
so, based on that,
go ahead.
Yeah, there's knife baby. Yeah, so based on
what's not to love?
Yeah, based on that, like when I've seen certain features of some of these become really popular, I've put cameos into the short film.
Yes.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, knife baby. People love knife baby, so I put knife baby in the short. Like, it's just a little cameo in the background, but if you look for it, you'll find it.
Yeah.
So things like that. And also I didn't mention that. So with each release, we're trying to up certain aspects of the drops. So there's more one-of-ones this time, and there's also more.
Oh damn, that's cool.
There's some new shit. There's some new shit that I'm not going to talk about.
I heard you say something about a leveling up.
There's a couple rare pieces in this collection that were not in the other collection. So I'm not going. I think Jonah and I decided we're not going to tell anyone about it. They're going to have to find it.
That was more exciting
when it comes out, and some people are going to be surprised when they mint and see what they get. Yeah. Yeah. I'm fingers crossed that people are going to be really psyched on it, because I'm psyched on it. When I made them, I was like,
I think
definitely. Baby Bill intensifies his right. That's appropriate.
I haven't. The only people that know about this is me and Jono. We haven't told the mods. We haven't told anybody.
Great.
And Maker knows about it, I guess. Yeah, because they have the collection.
They would.
Patrick, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. I want to hear if there's anything else we should say about the drop.
That's about it. That's all I have. Look forward to the J2 booties coming towards those art contest winners. And final thing, just today in the Discord I posted a voice channel. So
ask about that.
any disciple who wants to participate in being doing voice work for the crowds on Earth, the cityscapes, being part of that like ambient noise of large apocalyptic cities. I made a little video instruction on how to do it, like what to send me, MP3s, and you can post them in that voice channel if you want to be in the film.
Nice.
So in the biz we call it Walla. and that just means like crowd noise, I guess. Yeah, in old films they used to go walla 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 as like general crowd noise. I think they also used to say rutabaga.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
That makes your mouth look like you're actually forming something interesting.
Got a lot going on in there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So feel free to do that, and don't say anything messed up that I'll get in trouble for.
Hey, do you have to have any certain? It's just anybody in the Discord.
Anybody? We decided we were gonna make it so like you had to be a certain status in the Discord, but Jonah felt like it was such a fun thing that we should just make it open to everybody. So anybody who's a member of the Discord can participate.
All right, get in there.
Yeah. Still open.
Yeah, that's going to be open for a while, I think. So take your time. You can use your phone or whatever. If you've got a pro mic set up, use that. But don't feel like you have to have one. You can, as long as it's not distorting. Just keep a clean signal and step back from the mic a bit so we can get some room noise. Yeah.
And so we're gonna get to hear everybody's entry will be in there separately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So post how you want to be credited and your MP3, and just there'll be a feed of submissions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're not embarrassed. I think that's
you can say anything, or I mean, obviously nothing crazy, but like,
I put instructions there. I put instructions on what you do. So I made a little 2-minute video explaining like the parameters of the project, and then and then I put some lines on there, things you could say if you didn't want to make up your own dialogue. You could just say you could even be like a zombie or whatever. You can run around your room making fighting noises and stuff. There's like it's pretty flexible.
I gotta go full zombie.
Yeah. Just keep the signal clean, like so it's not distorting and then I'll mix you into the.
And you'll be part of CNFT history.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Question from Bubblegum: will you choose certain entries, or will you use every entry?
I'm gonna try to use every entry. Yeah.
Nice.
Great question, Bubble.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it starts to going into the like I get 1,000 entries, we might put a cutoff at some point. If it gets too big, we'll be like, okay, done.
I better get mine in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Don't wait.
Definitely.
You want a crying baby?
Yeah, we could record the labor sound.
Actually, yeah. I mean, it would be great. Yeah, crying baby.
An immortal baby
is totally fine.
Tragic one.
Yeah, we need all sorts of sounds. So for sure, the more the merrier.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
and also, don't forget to come to Monday morning Twitter Space.
Right, the Twitter Space.
Oh yeah, Monday mornings. I think this Monday I might be doing. I'm doing Cardano Lounge instead.
Oh, cool! I figured you might not do it on right because drop is
Yeah, I'm just trying to do some outreach next week. So I'm gonna do Cardano Lounge's space. Yeah, so I'll make an announcement about that on the Discord and on the Twitters.
Hell yeah!
All right, well, this has been a really fun conversation. I think we covered quite a bit. Got some new info, some really cool insights into your channeling, which I thought was very interesting.
Your ghost life.
Yeah,
ghost life.
Your psychic roommate, or no, telekinetic roommate.
Yeah, telekinetic roommate.
You still?
I'm still
demon friend.
Yeah, I'm still. He's like one of my closest friends.
Glad to hear that.
That's
good. Yeah. We talk like once a week.
Oh, awesome.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to go now to the CNFT news. So let's wave goodbye.
And just wearing his robe. So
thank you guys. All great talking to you as always.
It's great to see you, man.
Peace.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
And we're here with Jesus too. No, wait, we're done with that. We're here with the CNFT news.
We really have to make Will upside down sometimes.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah.
It's working.
It's so good.
You look good.
Yes.
I wish you could all see what we're seeing here.
For us, we get a right side up Will and an upside down.
I felt like
Will.
it was really made a lot of sense.
So big weekend news.
Oh yeah, got some stuff out there. Yeah, Let's share some of it. So first up, the Cardano Gaming Guild. So there's a tweet out there. Let me actually pop this up because I got a cool little logo animation.
That's very exciting. I've been wondering when this was gonna, because like Nitties and Ludo Token, kind of was organizing a bunch of people that were building games and stuff on the
and some of her screen
CNFTs, but like nothing has really happened since then. So it makes a lot of sense that this is.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So the
out.
Cardano Gaming Guild or hashtag Cardano Gaming Guild, CGG, is a guild founded by 10 Cardano gaming projects, which, well, I'll read them here. Equine, Mikosi, Crypto Reggae's, Virtua, Raggies. Reggae version, right? 8 Ninjas, X-Race, Eden 7, Super Bowl, Rogue Galaxies, and Wolves of Rome. So quite a lineup there, and it's to promote and foster support gaming on Cardano, backed by the Cardano Foundation. Wow. It's open to everyone. You can join the guild. Now I have to wonder, is this like video gaming? Or other gaming?
It is for sure.
Well, I mean, Wolves of Rome is
right, but they have
there's a card game,
which is
I mean, I feel like it's worth the.
Because I don't have an app, but I have a game.
So. I say try it out.
It is worth. Yeah, it doesn't. It certainly. You're right, Tyler, because it certainly doesn't say anything like that. Doesn't say.
Doesn't say it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust up in there.
Go bust.
Say no.
I'm gonna be busted.
Get it going in Unreal or Unity probably. Then you have Facility 7.
One day.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. All right. Well, next up here.
Oh
yeah, this is super.
Yeah.
So Yummy Universe, they're doing a Minecraft building contest. So it says here you can make a building in the Minecraft server inspired by Asian architecture to win some awesome prizes. It could be a dojo, a shrine, a monastery, a house, as long as it's got Asian characteristics. First place will get 20,000 Yummy plus 3,000 in-game coins. Second place 10,000. Third place is 5,000. Participation rewards, 800 in-game coins for all participants.
Nice.
And these in-game coins will be used to claim land. I'm assuming in the
server. Yeah.
Damn, I really want to go see that server. Like, I want to see how developed it's gotten thus far. We spent a lot of time.
Built that whole CNFT news studio.
Yeah.
Now that was my question: is this a survival server where you have to go and mine everything and maybe get third while you're building? Because I mean, hopefully.
Yeah.
And it just means you have to earn your buildings even more.
Yeah.
And I like Minecraft. It's fun. What's up, Pizza Mike?
Great to see
you for joining us.
Right. I guess last things for this is you have about a month. It ends on December 15th. So if it is survival, you got some time to
diamonds. I want to see a diamond building.
Resources.
Right,
well, I can't wait till we get to show off the winner.
So this is a quick one I threw in here real quick. We've been following the Reddit NFTs and the World Cup avatar just ended today. So if you got one, congratulations. One cool thing. So about 500,000 were minted, which is a lot, and I think there's like half that unique holders. So on average, people have 2, but prices for these are like 3 cents right now.
So you can scoop some up.
So yeah, me and Cardano dudes are talking before. He already got like a whole. It costs like $2 to get a whole set of all 34.
Damn.
At least before the show. I know they were starting
now.
And what do you
maybe.
have to be on to get it? Like, where do you?
So they're minted on Polygon, and I think the main place to get them, at least for resale, is
For resale?
OpenSea.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Haven't ventured into that sea.
Yeah,
I'm still in
yeah.
the high seas of the CNFT.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready to sailing off somewhere
The
else.
open sea.
It's a lot different than Cardano. There's a lot of differences, but
Did they just stop minting them, or
they're not available.
Right?
Huh?
Did they have a certain amount of each one that was being
Well,
minted?
so yeah, that's so. I mean, we haven't got any word from Reddit yet, but I know they did this for the last one. They just shut it down without saying anything.
Right.
Originally, it said that I think the U.S. one and the world one were gonna have 1 million mints, and everything else was gonna have 250,000 mints.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, it ran for a week. 500,000 total were minted, and I think the average is like 7,000 per country. So
There's
it's
some good ones.
pretty limited. I mean, for $2 for a whole set, it's kind
True,
of
but you have to, it's
yeah. No, it does take
some other coin that I don't have
Yeah, true.
on a different blockchain. Tough sell for me.
No, yeah, definitely.
But I did get one. It's just on my Reddit account. All right, so what do we got here? News in Mandarin. Cardano news in Mandarin.
Cardano Media Taiwan provides the latest info about Cardano in Mandarin.
Right.
So
if you speak any of these languages that they're adding here, that's great, and always helpful to have something in your native tongue. And
great!
Just opens up more.
So they're just adding more
adoption.
They're adding more and more languages that Cardano is being translated into. To be
at least news.
Yeah. Right.
Not the biggest piece of news we have today, but
That's
worth sharing.
Okay, I keep bringing up Mr. Beast. One quote that he has is, I think it's like, I forget the exact number, but it's like 20% of the world speaks English. So or it's probably even less than that. So like opening up to like other languages really helps onboard people. Like some of his, like I think his Indian, he has a channel that's all dubbed in I'm not sure the language, but it's for, is it Hindi?
I think he has like a bunch of different languages, not just one.
Yeah, but I think the one that's for India is like almost as big as his like main. Just because there's so many more people there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Let's go to our next story here. The Makosi game. They've released an overview of how to play. Gives you a lot of information here. The game's currently in beta testing phase.
I'm very curious about this one.
And so they've basically put out a tweet, a thread of info about what this game's all about, details about it. You can see lots of cool screenshots here. It's so wild that it's all like happening. It's so weird. It takes so long for games to be developed, but then they are, and then it's like it's actually happening. Yeah, very cute.
So
very nice,
cute.
And lots of details, of course, here. If you are a holder or interested in the project, check out this tweet thread on their official Makosi Twitter account.
Yeah, it's cool because it's like different aspects of the game. There's not just like one thing. Is you have the pet game part of it, then you have like the farming part of it. So it's different. It's not just one thing. It's like several things in one game.
Is there like
I need to get more.
Is there like an overarching like goal to the game, or is it just I missed this project and I regret it, but I haven't been able to follow it.
It kind of looks like I don't know, like
I'm not 100% up on it.
I mean, there's certainly some Tamagotchi vibes going on in there in that one part.
Yeah.
But hard to say with this land and Mokomon's part.
Farming, shipping, pet game.
Yeah, you're like upgrading
Cool
buildings.
I don't know.
Collecting
What's the point
materials.
Of any game?
Yeah. The funny thing is that in the pet game, it says your pet game includes activities to increase mood and accumulate energy. And it says including eating, sleeping, and toileting.
The toileting in here. Let's see. There it is.
And gaming.
Yeah, well, you got a game, right?
That's you gotta breathe. Like you
Look,
gotta
you see a
breathe.
big screen on the right here.
Oh shit.
Big gaming screen. All right, next story. Summoners Guild teaser. Look at this.
Dino
Ooh la
Boy.
la.
Oh, what?
That's cool.
What's happening?
It's a augmented reality game.
Oh my god.
Well, it's an optionally augmented reality. See, there's a switch at the top there.
I'm gonna go fight dinosaurs in the snow outside.
Hell yeah.
That would be
The
scenic.
Summoners Guild. All these games that are actually making.
I
Like, the
can't
games
even
are actually
believe
coming
it.
out now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
Giving
to see.
them enough time finally.
I know, right? All right, what else we got here? Community shout out.
The
Oh my.
agent.
Oh yeah.
The agent's out there, and it looks like he says, Twitter fam, I'm excited to announce that I'm one of the 3 composers on an upcoming HBO documentary about the life and career of Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you so much to my fellow producers and my Cardano fam for continuing to follow along on my music journey.
Huge. Love it.
Yeah.
You know, we're just going to see a lot of people, I think, who are
Getting
having
success.
their careers kind
Yeah.
of start to move in a new way because of this community, and we'll all get to follow along and
because of the creative
cheer them
juices and
on.
confidence.
Yeah, I think it's that too. Like this space just like is a magnet for creative people. So
Big time.
we get all these cool.
Beautiful.
And great place. I mean, all these collabs and stuff. You know, right now it's all just NFT. I mean, I feel like given time, it's going to grow into some crazy interconnected community of awesome.
Mhm.
What? Tomorrow
yeah.
on my baby's due date?
Great minds think alike.
Block 17 drops tomorrow.
On the 18th.
That's right, at 22 UTC, which is 5 p.m. Eastern time. There are 500 NFTs in this drop, and they are 550 ADA each. So good luck minting one. Maybe, maybe.
I wonder how long they're going to keep the 500 going. I know in the beginning they switched it up a lot.
There's only 24 blocks, right?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
wow.
like,
We're
I
so
can't
close.
believe we're
through.
I didn't even realize.
yeah.
That's wild.
This episode.
Well, I know because there's one seed phrase in each, or one word from a seed phrase in each block, and there's 24,
yeah.
in that standard seed phrase, Shelley
Well,
era.
we're probably going to have to get it.
There's a treasure hunt going on if anyone's following along.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the seed
those
phrases.
words.
After doing the Aeon Jesus 2 treasure hunt trivia, I am like, these people are too good at the Aeon treasure hunts. I can't even compete against them.
I mean,
Aeon has a couple before we switch off. They have a couple previews. So
great.
As they work on the last.
I recognize that.
Yeah. So these
Were
are some
they there? Is that what they're trying to say?
Oh
with this?
my god!
Did they get a pin?
I talked to them after, and I really don't think they. They were really sad that they couldn't make it.
I thought it was really funny when you came up to us and you were like, "I was just talking to someone at the bar, and I think it might have been him."
I was drinking a lot.
That person may be a news guy. I mean,
you think we get the reveal after block 24?
Stuck in my head.
True.
Sorry, Will.
So you think we get the reveal after block 24?
Oh yeah, take off the mask.
I don't know. I kind of like imaginary. Not imaginary.
He can be everything we wanted to be.
They're imaginary. I don't know.
Cardano's imaginary.
We all
He's
just
a robot.
He's a robot together.
Yeah. A communal dream. Beautiful.
All right. Well, looking forward to seeing the full on pick there.
Our communal dream would be something beautiful as Aeon here in this community, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Look at that. All the blocks stuck together. All right, let's pop up.
He's still Aeon from the block.
All right, so a little announcement from JPEG Store talking about taking extra steps to protect creator royalties. Now the question is, are they protecting royalties or are they monopolizing things? Tyler?
Oh, I have a hot take. I think you should go first. Because I think
Tyler goes off. Coming soon.
I'm going to read through this a little bit then, just so that we can get a picture.
I want to get a picture.
Due to recent events taking place in different blockchains and to further strengthen the security of our service/contract plus royalties on Cardano, we've made 2 changes. Purchases requiring a signature from JPEG. They do require a signature from JPEG. This prevents a 0% royalty marketplace from using JPEG store listings, protecting our creators and ensuring that they get their royalties. And NFTs can't be migrated to a non-royalty paying contract. Sellers will need to delist manually. All right, Tyler.
So I on Twitter this morning, it seemed like everyone was so against this. I understand it is a little like centralized, but I don't understand the negativity. It's first of all, we don't have like a concrete royalty solution right now, so I think it makes sense if JPEG wants to make. And I'm saying this as someone who like 75% of my collections don't have any royalties, so like it doesn't really affect me. The fact that like
most of
literally only the pins has royalties.
So like I don't see a problem if right now we don't have a concrete solution. So like I don't see a problem with it being a little centralized. It's their own marketplace. People can choose to use it or not, and it doesn't affect like any other marketplace. It doesn't affect anything else. Only the only thing it affects is marketplaces that are piggybacking on JPEG store. So like creating a front end and running off their smart contract, which they're using their service anyway. So like they kind of are. It's up to what JPEG wants to do. I don't know. I want like obviously we need an on-chain solution for royalties, but I don't see an issue with it right now. I don't know.
I feel you on that. I'd
See
have to read more, but like.
Well, centralization is the next, the next article that we're about to talk about here, which is FTX's meltdown. But I don't think we're quite at that level.
No, indeed.
And like I only saw it on Twitter. So like maybe there's something I'm missing, but like I didn't understand all the uproar.
Well, let's go now to our next.
People are in a spicy time, so they're easily spiked.
Quick article here. So, at least 1 billion of client funds missing at failed crypto firm FTX. So they ran off with $1 billion or buried it or whatever. This whole thing has been. We talked about it with Jesse a little bit at the head of the show, and it's been sending waves through our community, and it really is just happening now. So these waves, we're going to be seeing ripples, for who knows how long, but it's just there's a couple of lessons. One for the consumer is don't store your funds. I mean, especially if you're like a business, because a lot of businesses had like investments or like their stuff was safe, but it was in crypto, which is kind of insane to me, but whatever you want to do with your business. But I mean, to store it on a centralized exchange and one that's has no kind of government regulation from any sort or oversight, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I think people are, so that's a huge lesson that people are going to have to learn, consumer and also, professional people, but
we all have to be more awake and more savvy.
Yeah, I mean, that's just it's just dumb. It's dumb. Use it to trade and then get off. It's not.
It's so hard. Like, I keep trying to get my friends, especially now with the prices, but like,
good time.
It's so, like, do you know how many of my friends like lost their wallet? Like, like I tell them like,
from this,
like I get so annoying. I'm like, don't lose your seed phrase. Like, put it somewhere. And like they lose it. I don't know. So I don't have a solution. I'm just saying. I think that's why it's kind of hard. Because I'm trying to get them in and like They put a bunch of money.
Well, like
in.
I said, there are exchanges, those centralized, that do have, at least in the U.S., some government, some like insurance in a way,
That is cool.
like Coinbase. And I want to make sure that I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm like 99% sure that's what's up. I think I looked that up recently. But yeah, so there's options, better options than FTX.
Definitely.
And this is like Mt. Gox back in the day, another exchange famously that went tits up, to use an expression. And it didn't. A lot of people lost their shirts. And here we go again.
Lost their shirts, tits up in the air.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. So tits up, shirts off. That's what happened.
I'll eat my hat if it's wrong.
But that's the last news story that we have for the day. There's lots out there about FTX. So please go read about it. We should all at least have a general understanding of this one, because this is a big one. It's happening now, and more, as I said, the waves are propagating outwards. We're going to hear about stuff from Congress. We're going to hear about government stuff. We're going to hear about maybe arrests. Who knows, man? So just, get a little info on you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to JPEG store. I was trying to talk, but I don't know what happened. That's why I had to leave, because I was talking, but my mic wasn't working for some reason.
Oh, yeah, great.
No, yeah. I was agreeing with Tyler. I understand the backlash a little bit, but I also, like, at the end of the day, we are centralized.
And
Like JPEG store
still.
owns how much of, like, they're like what 98% of people go to JPEG store to buy an NFT. So
100%.
we're centralized right now. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of what they do, we are centralized at the moment. You know what I mean? So another marketplace needs to come up and like be competition. So I know there's a couple like in the works, like Plutosart and Flipper.io, I think is another one. But like, then come out with your product and compete. Like, and then, you know what I mean? Then it's not what they say goes, because right now they are the only marketplace at the end of the day. So I just wanted to say that.
100%.
I totally agree. Yeah, like this is the reality right now. We are not talking about what the ideal reality is. It's like, this is what we are dealing with now. So let's make decisions based on that. And they haven't shown bad decisions yet in that way. So
Hey, it's all great until it's not. So let's keep on rolling.
What was that where you, that quote where you live long enough to see yourself become the villain? Like, that's essentially what's happening in JPEG store right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's about right. Oside here says JPEG needs to hire a professional to disseminate info. Seeing team members debate in threads is not a good look. He said some of what he read was cringe. Yeah, could be.
I have to,
I haven't read any of it, but could be. Great.
It's never that nice seeing people go back and forth in threads. For
Twitter
me,
is not meant for that kind of thing. It's not really a good. That's what people think Twitter is.
Yeah,
especially with text, because you can't determine tone in text. You know what I mean? So it's never good to like go back and forth through text. Like, jump in a Twitter space and talk about it, maybe.
Yeah, we should have a DEX, decentralized exchange marketplace follow. Hopefully sometime soon. Other news, we've got a baby coming. He'll be here.
Maybe it's Baby Eve if he's punctual.
Yeah, tomorrow is the due date, so we'll see. But first one, so often that comes a little bit after the due date. So
we're gonna see what happens
by next episode. Oh wait, next episode is like Thanksgiving.
Oh,
do we want to do a show?
Day?
Nah.
No.
Do whitelistment.
Yeah,
it's a national holiday.
All right, cool. So maybe no news next week. I mean, we will literally have just had a baby at that point. So
hopefully,
it's probably not a good time.
But we did find out today that if the baby hasn't come by November 26th, then they will induce me, which is where they like give you some.
Get it started because it's safer to get him out than to leave him in.
Yeah, we had to do that with my son. So
is that right?
Yeah.
Fudge.
Nah, he didn't want to come out.
I'm good.
He was trying to wait for because his birthday's like 6 days before my birthday. He was trying to hold out as long as he could, but they were like,
No,
"Get out of here!"
my birthday. You get it.
He's trying to steal my shine.
There's already enough.
He's already within a week. Come on.
That's kind of funny. My mom and my grandfather, her dad, have the same exact birthday.
Oh wow, that must be
Right.
weird.
Damn. Wild.
And then one other thing I wanted to show off a little bit is some Facility 7 stuff. We haven't really had time to devote to it, but take a look at this. I've started making custom titles for each of the pieces of artwork. So this is our Boston flowers, and in the style of
of their parallel universe
exactly
component.
So I've been having nothing but fun going through. This is from Firefly, which of course they speak Chinese
Mandarin.
on that show. Mandarin, exactly.
Now
this was a really fun one. Brown Recluse. This, from the movie Black Widow, the title there. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. Putting sunglasses on these guys. Thinking about putting them on.
There's
Chuck.
I mean, Buck. Excuse me.
This is the sunglasses version. I'm drawing all the glasses myself to give them a little extra. Oh yeah, this looks great. I love this one.
I can really picture people singing "Where in the world did Carmel Montenegro?" in a different.
So they all have sunglass versions.
Yes. So they're each going to have versions with sunglasses. The ones of those that already have glasses will have a little special, something extra, like Boston flowers. I've been drawing little flowers, and he's going to be like kind of flowered
He's gonna be
up,
covered in kisses.
Oh yeah, there's a kiss on his cheek. Yeah, so there's like
nice.
rare traits. I'm not really sure how it'll all come together, but we're gonna have fun with it. So yeah, that's a little bit of that. Oside is spreading blatant lies on the channel.
No, he did. I remember.
Oh, 8. I thought I'd misread. I thought he said I won 7 of the tokens. I was like, giving that many out at once. No one has won that many in one go ever. But
okay,
if you won
I know
one,
you're honest.
Yeah,
I think it got moved up to 2.
Yeah, it's always 2 now. We're giving away 2 each.
Cool.
Can we do something before we go?
Oh,
what it is?
Go show off something and maybe play something with people in the audience.
Oh,
have you guys seen what Eustacia did this week?
Yes, I did.
I didn't see it.
I'll throw it up. So Eustacia has what's it called? The
Lovely Sounds.
Where you can. It's not.
Amazing.
I think they like work with eCoin now, but it's not like official. It doesn't affect your voice or anything.
Right.
But they had some updates recently. As you can see, you can put in an Aeon.
Whoa.
ESO. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
ESO.
Also
EASOO. Okay.
Also the cowboy. This guy from CNFT Con.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Quinn.
Your boy.
Yeah, my son sleeps with it every night. I gave him
really?
Yeah. He sleeps with it every night.
You should stay in your backpack forever, Tyler. Like, I really like seeing your backpack with that horse.
Oh yeah, he's staying there.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But Alyssa, there's one other thing I think you're gonna enjoy. I'm trying to, but if you type !play, then everything turns into Aeon marbles.
Whoa.
They're all Aeon.
I think there's a better picture up there.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. I wonder how each. That's. I see the void marble there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Number 30.
You guys want to play a quick game? Or I know we're super late, but up to you.
Yeah, these are quick.
Side. It was from Cardania Marble Races. Yeah. So you won 2 of them, and you'll talk to them about it. They have. I gave them a supply of data. They're taking care of it. So talk to Boole. He'll take care of you.
But actually, you are supposed to hit up Cardania 2021 in there.
Well, during it.
Okay.
That's no longer an option.
Okay, right.
Hit up Boole in the Cardania server. It's great. All right. So which one of these are strawberry cakes?
Now I'm hungry.
What? I've never heard. I don't know what a strawberry cake looks like. It's insane. I've never seen that before. I can't even.
It better be pink or red.
That is messed up, man. What if it was raspberry?
Sure.
It's not like a bus. I know what a bus is.
They expect you to taste these captchas now.
They're like, actually, that was a cranberry cake. You damn robot.
Yeah.
Let you in.
I think that's the code. I think so.
We go to lovelacedowns.racing.
Yeah.
I gotta put mine in too. I can do it on my phone, right?
Wallet address.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can do it on your phone too.
I gotta get where the hell do I have my equines?
If anyone wants to join.
Yeah, I'm getting in there. I'm gonna beat y'all's asses.
What was the link again?
This is
I'll
asking
send it to the private chat too.
lovelaceDowns.racing.
Okay.
And then there's like a code after
yeah,
too.
right. This one's asking for pancakes. That's very reasonable. I can definitely tell which of these are pancakes.
.racing / this. Oh, I see. Pancakes.
Oh, okay. So I have to go to lovelaceDowns.racing.
Okay, I think I done it good.
Okay,
Right,
so
I guess
this
I'll pick my
code
highest overall horse.
Okay, so it's 0.
Yeah, someone from the audience, I think. I need this pure speed or sped.
Okay.
You got C-Nut.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm
now,
about to
where
get
do you
in
get these
there.
ASOs? What is
Those
that?
are from Aeon's like second drop.
I've never seen.
I just
one
know
of
it from
these.
the emoji. I used to use that emoji a lot, but I didn't.
I can't. I feel very ignorant.
Do you still have any eggs, Tyler, or did you like
I traded
turn
those
it for vault things?
What?
Yeah, I traded those for vault things.
What policy is this?
The one with these guys.
Interesting. Is that okay? How many of these are there, man? There don't seem to be.
Yeah, there's not a. They're pretty limited, I think.
Okay.
They were like it's one of those. Knock on wood. It always happens with Aeon. They were like dead cheap forever, and then now I think they're like unobtainable.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of those things.
I would like to see y'all beat my horse.
Are you in yet?
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
David Sweatpants.
That's him.
All right, a pure white.
And we gotta.
Very pretty.
And he wears white sweatpants too, but they're always very clean.
We got Valo in here. We got Timothy Grigsby. All right. Well, the winner, gets bragging rights for now. One day we'll start giving stuff away again. I don't know.
We do have.
We needed a break. We had to have a break.
I need this. Who's pure sped?
I'm not sure.
You see what I'm swing?
Nah, he heard about marble racing.
What's
and
up? Yeah, he did.
All right.
Love you, man.
Start the race.
Start
the race.
We change it. Should we just do one lap or?
Let's go 2, baby.
I don't know. 2. Yes,
Right.
2 is good.
A nice sunny day.
Sweatpants, I love you.
And they're off. Heffone in the lead, followed by CNET. Number 2, I need this pure speed. Coming behind. David Sweatpants comes up in number 3. Dr. Weir takes first. David Sweatpants still trailing behind, bringing in the front. Dr. Weir falling back. CNET still in a hard foot. CNET pulling ahead. CNET pulling ahead. CNET, David Sweatpants in a dead heat of the front. Who's going to take this one home? CNET, David's headpants. Iso is trying to move in. Dr. Weir with Timothy Grigsby starting to come up from behind. David Sweatpants brings it into the front of the race. Dr. Weir and Iso fighting for third while CNET tries to catch up with David Sweatpants. Heffone suddenly gets a burst of speed. CNET is fighting him though. David Sweatpants doesn't want to let it go, and it's David Sweatpants by nose.
Good game.
Nicely done. Well, what do you know? The highest overall stats wins. Tied with the ESOs. Man, the ESOs.
I like that. I need this. That's a really good one.
Congratulations. You won bragging rights.
Thank you. I'm going to make sure I talk about this constantly. Cool. I got to get out of this chair.
I think we're actually 9 minutes past the end of the show. So any of you who are still here, you don't
have to go home, but you
salute
can't stay here.
For staying. We're trying to stick it to an hour and a half. That's our new goal nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing pretty good. I mean, we really wanted to go a little crazy with this one. Jesse, we all want to talk to Jesse about all his stuff.
Yeah.
So this was
Find out secrets.
Yeah. All right, but yes, this is the last show. We've never missed a week. Okay, never. But we're gonna miss next week. because of a baby, because of Thanksgiving. It's the week to miss.
Yeah, it
This is a purposeful
We've proven
missing.
ourselves
We're not forgetting,
that-
we're not like, oh no, the news, forget about that. No, we're just gonna say, everyone enjoy time with your family next Thursday.
No one wants to be on the show on Thanksgiving. I
we
mean,
couldn't get a guest.
Yeah.
Which is the real reason we're doing this. So, I'm kidding.
Everything
Right.
else is a lie.
All right, awesome. Well, for the CNFT news, I'm Scott Chestnut.
I'm Summer Horsegrave.
I'm with Spaces.
I'm Mr. Fobo.